They seem like a good-sized club. Have some well-built youngsters out there, not only in height but broad shoulders. So we'll see if they can play some hockey.
Okay, it's going to be Josh Batley starting for this team. Josh Batley out there at center, John Lawless on the left wing, Alan Mason on the right wing. On defense, Armando Giannetti, along with Jeff Fox. And for the Massena Red Raiders, Jake Morris will be out there with his line mates Sebastian Bergeron and Chris Cameron. On defense, Aaron Barkley playing the left point, and it's going to be Jason LaBarge playing the right point. No, they're going to start the Butler line. Butler out there with Cliff Schultz and Jeff Ziola. And we're ready to go. Wayne Humel drops the puck, and we're underway as the puck comes back to Aaron Barkley. Barkley feeds it to LaBarge, back to Barkley. Aaron starts out in his own end, head man to Jake Morris. Jake turns at the blue line, starts it up ice. Here comes Morris for the Raiders, dumping it in the zone. Off a leg, it goes in the corner. After it there is defenseman Giannetti. Giannetti poke checked away. Cameron picks up the loose puck. He's got Jake in front. He misfired on the shot. Comes back to Barkley at the point. Barkley trying to slide it through. It's knocked down out to center ice. Barkley picks it up there. Here comes Cameron, stealing it, has it poke checked away in the corner by Fox. Cameron after it, sliding it along the boards, but the Blues are going to pick it up and move it out to center ice. That's Ziola. Flipping to the Massena line. Barkley is there, over to LaBarge. Jason looks up ice to Cameron. Cameron flipping it ahead in the zone. Here comes Bergeron, backhander, and the save made by Vardy. Ofer Vardy, the goaltender. Back to the point, Jason LaBarge, flipping it in the corner for Cameron, bounces by him, Sebastian in behind the net to pick it up. He drops for Chris. Cameron, centering pass, Jake in the slot, his shot, the save, the rebound, and the puck dumped down the ice. But icing is waved off. And Jake paid the price that time as he got a wicked check right after he got that shot off. Here come the Raiders back down the ice. Here comes Chilton as Massena makes a line change. Jason takes it in the corner, goes by the defenseman. Here's Chilton trying to center it right in front of Eddie Davis. Back to the point. Whitcup gets a weak shot off. It goes back to Collins. He winds it up. His shot deflected in the corner. Eddie Davis picking it up in behind, flipping it into the corner, going back after John Lawless as they get that Josh Batley line out there. Lawless gets checked but follows up and moves it to center ice. Brian Levac is there to flip it ahead for Bob Whitcup. Whitcup steps by a check into his own zone. Now he flips it over to Todd Collins. Collins headman. Chilton off his skate. It goes to Davis. Davis crosses the blue line. Quick wrist shot. Nice save. The rebound bounced to Collins. He's got all kinds of time. His shot. Another save. Puck in front. Chilton shot. Another save. And holding on is Ofer Vardy. And Massena, boy, are they throwing it at Vardy right now.
Well, again, you mentioned, Jerry, that they haven't had time to warm up. We'll give them the benefit of the doubt. But after 5 or 10 minutes, we'll see, because this defense, especially number 26, Neil Ruat, is not a good skating defenseman out there, and the Raiders are going around him like he is cemented in the ice, and Ofer Vardy has had about 4 or 5 outstanding saves here in the first few minutes.
Off the faceoff, bouncing puck comes to Kellison to Cameron. Cameron can't get the shot off, and they move it out to center ice. Intercepted by Barkley. Barkley flips. Here's Trevor Cameron. Trevor takes it across the high slot, looking to drop it. No, he's going to keep it. He centers it. It's knocked down in front and back out to center ice. It comes. Adam Morris gets a piece of it. It goes to Barkley. Barkley drops it to Jason LaBarge. LaBarge looking for the long pass to Kellison. Freddie starts it across, flips it to Adam Morris. Morris gets upended. It comes to Kellison. Kellison feeds it to LaBarge. Jason looks to crank it up, then decides not to. He flips it right in the slot. It's knocked down and back out to center ice. Here come the Blues down ice. It's Armando Giannetti flipping it in the Massena zone, in behind the net. LaBarge. He gets railed, but gets it to Trevor Cameron. Cameron steps by a check and starts it. Head man to Adam, goes by him. They wave the icing off, but Massena's going to make a line change anyway, and Giannetti comes back after it. Giannetti for the Blues. Assistant captain flips it all the way out to center ice. Todd Collins intercepts Massena blue line. Headmans it. Meant for Bergeron. Goes by him in the corner. Sebastian racing for it, but the goaltender Vardy clears it along the boards to Ziola. Back to the blue line. Kept in by Levac. Ziola picking it up off his stick and moves it out to center ice. Knocked away. Brian Levac circles. Drops it. Todd Collins. Back to Levac. And Levac moves it ahead. Here's Levac looking for Morris on the headman. Oh, he's going to dump it in the zone. Bounces in around the boards. Back after it is Jeff Fox. Loses to Bergeron. Bergeron back to the point, and Levac can't keep it in. A little bit too much mustard on that pass. Here's Brian circling at his own blue line. Looking to head it along the boards. Gets it right back again off a leg. Now he looks for Morris. Here's Jake across the blue line. Chris Cameron follows it up. Here's Cameron dropping to Bergeron in the corner. Sebastian with it. Looks to center, but it's knocked down in front. Morris gets a stick on it. And it comes to Cameron. Here's Chris circling. He gets a shot off. It's wide. Comes to Bergeron. Centering pass. Goes to the side of the net. Cleared by Fox around the boards. Here's Todd Collins now stepping into the corner. Going deep. Throws a check. Flips the puck to Bergeron. He can't get the shot off. And it's cleared around the boards by Andy Butler and dumped down the ice. And again, they wave the icing off. I guess this game started late. They want to get this thing finished, huh? And down the ice it comes to center ice. Dumped right back in the zone by Josh Batley. Todd Collins banging it. Eddie Davis has it intercepted. John Lawless looks to center, but Cameron is there. Here's Big Chris now. Gets by one. Here's Cameron flipping it as he got almost knocked down, but hard to knock him off his feet. Now the puck around the puck boards all the way out to center ice. It comes to Jason LaBarge. LaBarge to his blue line. Now he starts it up. Feeds it to Davis, who dumps it in the corner. In behind the net now. After it is Jeff Fox. Whitcomb gets upended. Chilton is there to move it along the boards. He flips it in behind the net. After it is Ruat. Ruat loses to Whitcup. Whitcup centering pass is knocked back to the point. Jason LaBarge. LaBarge circling, looking, flips it into the corner. Bounces to Mason. Mason over skates. Puck poke check. Back to the point. The shot. Oh, nice save. That shot taken by Chris Aldis. Here's another shot knocked down in front. And it comes bouncing to Lawless. Lawless trying to flip it around the boards. It finally comes out to center ice, and Jason LaBarge is there. Here's LaBarge flipping it for Whitcup. Bobby back into LaBarge. LaBarge in his own face-off circle. Here's the headman for Whitcup. Bobby can't quite catch up. It's poke checked away back in the Massena zone to Lawless. LaBarge takes him out of the play, and the puck is picked up by Aldis. Here comes Aldis now, left side of his own net. Headman pass goes to Trevor Cameron, gets by him, and is picked up at the blue line by Armando Giannetti. Giannetti looking to headman, intercepted LaBarge. He has to wait for his wings, and it's back in the zone. Controlled by Kellison momentarily, then cleared back out to center ice. Picked up by LaBarge. Bounces it ahead for Kellison. Kellison's got a 2-on-1. Goes to Adam Morris, and he's passed it a little bit too far in front of him. Morris looks to center. It bounces back to the point. Aldis, did he keep it? Oh, nice job by Aldis to keep it in. His bounce pass is intercepted, though, and it's dumped back out to center ice. Here's Chris Aldis picking it up, dropping it to Todd Collins. Collins, headman on Kellison's stick, gets by him, though. Picked up by Giannetti. Giannetti flips it to the Massena line. Brian Levac is there. Here's Levac, moving it ahead for Trevor Cameron. Cameron to Kellison. Kellison moves it in the zone. His shot goes off a leg. Kellison's going to follow it in the corner. Trying to center it. Gets away from him. Back to the blue line, and it slowly slides out to center ice, and Todd Collins is going to chase it down. Collins drops it to Levac, to Kellison. Kellison to Cameron. Right back they come. Here's Trevor. Drop pass. Morris, his shot. He fires it wide. Nice pass. Puck bounces along the boards, doesn't get out as Morris pokes it in the corner. Looks like Massena's going to make a line change, though, and the puck cleared around the boards. It comes up on the wing boards for Cliff Schultz, and he moves it out to center ice. To the Massena line, Aaron Barkley intercepts there. Headman goes to Bergeron. Bergeron steps by the defense, takes it across, feeds it to Cameron in front. His shot, nice save by Vardy. This goaltender's good. Out to center ice, it doesn't quite clear. It does clear the zone. Here's Cameron right back in. Chris drops it. Bergeron to Morris. Can't get the shot off, and the puck bounces back to the blue line as Jake just couldn't pull the trigger. Some nice pass work, though. Back in the Massena zone, the drop pass comes right in front. They got a chance. Short side shot, and the save made by Doug Cullen. Here's another shot, goes in behind the net, and comes back at the 45. Hard check thrown. It bounces in the slot, but Morris is there to pick it up. Here comes Jake, moving it out to center ice. Morris now looks down ice, takes it across, flips it by one, has it poke checked away, and is picked up by Batley. Batley moving it back the other way for the Blues. Batley's headman pass goes to Schultz. Schultz and Barkley go together. Barkley trying to time up. It goes right across the goal mouth into the corner. Now back to the blue line. Intercepted. Here's Jason LaBarge. LaBarge building up the head of steam. Takes it by one, by two. Here's LaBarge now. Stops. Looks to center it right in front. Chilton couldn't get the shot off. He was pretty well covered. Here's Chilton dumping it for Whitcup in the corner. Bobby turns it around. Looking right in front. They jam at it. It comes into the corner off a leg. Now LaBarge flips it in the corner. Jeff Fox with it. He's ridden out of the play. The puck whistles around the boards to Schultz. Schultz gets tied up by Collins. Flips it to Chilton. Chili throws the check. Picks up the loose puck. Here's Chilton within the corner, left side of the goalie. Looks to go back to Collins at the point. He cranks it up. His shot's deflected. Bounces into the slot. Whitcup trying to kick it back to the point. It goes in the corner for Chilton. Here's Chilton now. After it. Steps in behind the net. Centers to Whitcup. Whitcup circles, tries a wrap around, hits the side of the net with it. Here's Whitcup again, going back to the point. Levac cracks it up. The shot hits Whitcup in the back, goes in behind the Chilton. Here's Chilton in the corner, back to the point. Levac fakes the shot, goes to Collins. Collins had a problem controlling. He's going to feed it to Whitcup. There's a delay penalty on the Varsity Blues, and they're not the Varsity Blues, but the Blues, and finally they touch the puck, and Massena will go on the power play. Massena really controlling the play, but as yet they've been unable to beat Ofer Vardy.
A sustained action, Jerry, and two things I can guarantee you that Coach John Henderson won't have to worry about, or that Coach John Henderson knows at this stage of the ballgame. One, that he's got a tiger by the tail because the Raiders are really flying, and two, he doesn't have to worry about Ofer Vardy losing his concentration because he is just under siege.
Massena goes on the power play with Jake Morris, Cameron, and Bergeron. Tripping the call on Fox. Barkley playing 1 point along with Labarge. Off the faceoff, Bergeron flips it on the 45 to Jake, back to the point. Labarge over to Barkley. Aaron sets it up, feeds Jake. Jake back to Barkley, back to Jake at the 45. He moves it to Cameron. Cameron in front, shot, score! Chris Cameron, and he used Jake Morris as a decoy, and the goalie looked at Jake, and he put it right over his shoulder in the corner, and Massena goes ahead 1-0.
On that overload, and they were to the left of Ofer Vardy on his stick side. He's a southpaw, and Chris Cameron down in the corner. And again, Jake gave him the puck and broke through the slot, and both the high man and the defenseman pinched to Jake, and Chris just stepped right out of the corner, came right out, and again, he's on his forehand side there, and he just reeled one upstairs past Ofer Vardy.
So the Raiders pick up a power play goal and move it on top 1-0 here in the first period. Here comes Trevor Cameron. Cameron takes it in the corner, gets a quick wrist shot. The save made by Vardy. He looked behind him, but he's got it underneath him.
He didn't know where it was, Jerry. Again, he played the angle really well. Trevor Cameron came down that left side, forced to the outside, and a sharp angle shot. But Ofer Vardy played the angle well, but there was some traffic in front. He wasn't exactly sure where it was, but a good save.
1-0 Massena on the Corky scoreboard with 5:34 left and counting. Here's Trevor Cameron centering pass, and Adam Morris couldn't get a shot off. Now the puck around the boards. Morris steps in front of it, stays with it. Here comes Adam, breaks it in front, feeds it. Trevor Cameron shot, rebound. Another save, a couple of big saves by Ofer Vardy. And that boy has been busy in nets for this team from Sir Robert Borden. And a couple of great chances there.
Two great saves, again, off of Trevor Cameron. He took a wrist shot from about 25 feet out, and Vardy caught it on the blocker, and the rebound kicked out in front of him. Trevor Cameron continued on in and blasted the rebound, and Ofer Vardy was able to block that one. That goal at the 9:09 mark, his 18th of the year, Chris Cameron, Jake Morris, and Aaron Barkley picking up assists, and that was a power play.
Off the faceoff, Levac to Labarge, back to Levac. His shot bounces in front, knocked down by Chilton. Where is it? Picked up there by Davis, and he gets the backhander off, but there's going to be a hand pass called on Massena. As Chilton, he didn't just knock it down, he kind of grabbed it and threw it. And that definitely is a hand pass.
Good call by the officials. In traffic, sometimes they might have missed that one, but both, as you mentioned, Wayne Hummel out of the Ogdensburg area and George Dobbins out of the Bay, right on doing an excellent job.
Okay, we've got the Held line out. Tyler Held, Aaron Heath, and Darren McMahon against the Chilton line for Massena. Off the faceoff. Puck bounces out to center ice. In fact, it's going to bounce all the way down the ice into the Massena zone. Back after it is Brian Levac. Levac in behind his own net now, looking. He's going to start it out himself. Flips it on the backhand. Doesn't get it out of the zone. It bounces free. Labarge can't get a piece of it, but Levac covers up and moves it back out to center ice. A little bit of sloppy play there. Almost cost the Raiders. Puck along the boards now. Ruat flips it ahead, goes off a skate, picked up by Chilton. Chilton has it poke checked away, comes to Ruat again. He flips to the Massena line. Levac bounces it ahead. Ruat picks it up there. He's going to drop it over to his partner, Johnson. Johnson, a little bit of a problem. He almost lost it, but he kicks it out to center ice. And here comes the Blues. Into the Massena zone with an opportunity there is McMahon, but he gets checked. The puck bounces in front, and Bobby Whitcup picks it up from Massena. Here comes Whitcup moving it out to center ice. Headman to Chilton. Here's Chili with it. Whitcup crosses the blue line, breaks in on the right side. Here's Whitcup right in front. Labarge comes back. It goes to the point, though. And Barkley's shot is right on, and a save made by Vardy. As Jason Labarge pulled in, and the pass came behind him, unfortunately. He would have been in a perfect spot to get a good shot off.
Great job by Eddie Davis on the defensive end, down to our left. Just as Tyler Held was going to create a 2-on-1 situation, the puck had no sooner touched his stick, and Eddie Davis railed him with an excellent check and put him on his backside. Great job.
Jake Morris's line off the face-off to the point. Collins the shot. Big save by Vardy. Bouncing in the slot. They jam at it. Jake's got a piece of it. Gets a backhander off, and the save made again by Vardy.
Chris Cameron, big number 20, standing out in front and trying to corral him, and out in that, especially in that area when he can smell that goal. Boy, I'll tell you, you need a couple of lassos and maybe a couple of chains.
Cameron's got the goal tonight from Massena. 1-0. Raiders lead it on the Corky scoreboard. Back to the point. It comes out to center ice. Collins bounces it, has it taken away, gets it back again. Bounce pass comes just inside the blue line. Back out to center ice. Comes to Barkley at the Massena line. He flips it to Bergeron. Sebastian backhand pass intercepted. Knocked into the Massena zone again. Barkley is after it. In behind the Massena net. Rips it around the boards for big Chris Cameron. Here's Cameron sliding it ahead for Jake Morris. Gets a little bit too far, and it's dumped back in the zone by the team from Sir Robert Borden. Now Massena moving it ahead. Bergeron to Jake. Here's Jake to Chris Cameron. Cameron takes it across, dropping it to Bergeron. Bergeron had to race to get it, but he did. Centers it. Knocked down in front, bouncing, and Vardy pounces on it, but then he loses it. The puck comes free in the corner to Cameron. Here's Chris circling in front, centering right in front. Bergeron, he fired it wide. Great pass by Cameron, and the face-off will come in the circle to the right of goaltender Ofer Vardy.
Oh, boy, they dodged the bullet that time, the Sir Robert Borden Blues, and Ofer Vardy, the goaltender, wanted to corral that, and he jumped, as you mentioned, Jerry, jumped on it, but he misplayed it, and it almost backfired because the Raiders gained control, and in the ensuing melee, had a wide-open net that they just fired wide on.
Off the face-off, puck in the corner, bouncing along the boards and out to center ice. Chris Aldis with it. He looks up and backhands it to Kellison. Freddie gets checked, but Aldis is there to pick it up. He's going to cross in the blue line, and he gets a little bit of a hook there, and the puck dumped back out to center ice. Labarge now corralling it in his own end. Here's Labarge now, picking up a couple of forecheckers, so he'll go back to Aldis behind the net. Aldis looks up, moves to Kellison on the wing. Freddie, head man, to Trevor Cameron. Here's Cameron. Into the zone, flips it by one. Here's Cameron breaking in a shot. Oh, he just missed the corner. And he made that defenseman look a little silly. Puck bounces up into the ceiling. No, it didn't go in the ceiling. Aldis knocks it down, but offsides will be the call anyway. And we'll have a face-off with 2:37 left in the first period. And on the Corky's Collision scoreboard, Raiders lead at 1-0 in a power play goal by Chris Cameron.
And that defenseman that you mentioned, Jerry, and again, we're not picking on the youngster, but he's just not a good skater. Tall, gangly youngster. It's number 26, Neil Ruat. We mentioned him before, and I think they're gonna feast on that left side all night long.
Tyler Held's line out there again for the team from Sir Robert Borden. The puck slides right in on goaltender Vardy. He leaves it in behind. Round the boards, to the blue line, but not out. Kept in there by Eddie Davis. Davis circles into the corner, looking to feed it to Whitcup. Whitcup bouncing it, goes off a leg. Davis fighting for it. They jam in the corner, moves up along the boards. McMahon is in there for here's Davis stealing his shot. Ooh, boy, he ripped it. Didn't miss by much, but it was wide. Puck in behind for Jeff Fox. He's going to ride it around the boards. Now the check thrown by Collins. Puck comes back to the blue line. Whitcup can't keep it in. Collins picks it up, dumps it right back in the zone. Here's Neil Ruat, flipping it over on the other side to Fox, who bangs it out to center ice. But right there is Collins to flip it ahead to Chilton, but offsides, as Whitcup Davis tried to get out of the zone, but couldn't in time. And with 1:51 left in the first period, Massena continues to lead 1-0, but they really have dominated this first period.
Eddie Davis, one of the tough luck snipers on this Raider club, because he really possesses a hard shot, and he can get it away, and it's a heavy shot, but just can't catch a break out there. Hits a post just wide. I thought he had that one labeled.
On the face-off, Bergeron to Morris. Jake flips it back to Labarge. Here's Labarge circling at his own blue line, looking for Massena to get set here. Ahead it goes to Cameron. Cameron feeds to Bergeron. Bergeron takes it across and gets upended, and the puck picked up by Andy Butler, moves it out to center ice. Across to Schultz. Schultz in the Massena zone, flips it right across the goal mouth, deflected right on by Barkley. It hit Barkley's skate and went right on, and Doug Cullen that's the toughest stop he's had.
Big number 6 for Sir Robert Borden, Cliff Schultz. He plays on that left side. He thought he had Jake lined up in the neutral zone and charged like a raging bull, and all of a sudden he wasn't there, so he decided to turn around and, vent his frustration on somebody else. He picked on Chris Cameron. He's picking on the wrong one.
Off the faceoff, back to the point, and controlling it is Jeff Fox. Fox flips it over on the other point. Here's Gianetti's shot is wide. Through a lot of traffic in front. Here's Bergeron kicking it ahead for Jake. Puck bouncing to the blue line and out to center ice. Good job by Barkley. Right back across the blue line. Here's the shot. Knocked down, bounces into the slot. Bouncing puck goes to the side of the net and picked up by Barkley. Barkley loses it in the corner. They center right in front, and Cullen makes the save. And Jake picks up the loose puck. Flipping it ahead for Cameron, bounces it out to center ice. There's going to be a penalty, but Chris gets by anyway. Here's Cameron breaking in a shot, and he fires it wide. 40 seconds left. Back to the point. Barkley shot. Save made by Vardy. And finally, Borden touches the puck, and we'll have a penalty on them. As Cameron, they did everything they could to try to knock Chris down, and he just went right around and got a good chance.
Yeah, he did, and that was a borderline call, at least from my advantage spot here. The defenseman trying to pick up the number. Yeah, it is. It's Giannetti. He tried to grab Chris, but he actually missed him. Got a glove on him somewhat, but he didn't put the clutch. But official Wayne Umel thought he did. I think he was kind of blocked by, assumed that he was going to, and kind of got screened out by Chris Cameron. But anyway, the Raiders are going to go on a power play. 35 seconds left in this first period.
Trevor Cameron's line out now. Well, Cameron and Morris and Whitcup. That's Adam Morris. Off the face-off, puck in the circle. Adam after it has it poked away, and it comes out to center ice with 30 seconds remaining in the first period. Comes right in on Cullen. He feeds it to Levac. Levac starts it up to Whitcup. Here comes Bobby with it. Feeding to Adam Morris. Morris poke checked away, trying to throw a check, and it's dumped down the ice again. And Levac has to come back with it. 15 seconds left in the first period. Levac dumps it, goes off a body to Whitcup. Whitcup loses it. It comes to McCaffrey. He's taken out of the play. And Adam Morris picking it up with 7 seconds left. He reels it down the ice, and it's held onto by Ofer Vardy. I don't think that was on net, but Vardy gloved it and held on.
Yes, I agree with you, Jerry. It was high and wide, but possibly he wanted to settle his club down. I think he should have just flipped it to the corner and run out the clock. He probably lost the sight of that there was just 2 seconds left in the period.
So the faceoff will come with 2 left.
Here's a situation that the Raiders could easily pull their goaltender and put 6 attackers out there and just force everybody up there. Hope you can get the draw right to the trigger man and do it all in one motion.
Chilton's going to take the face-off, and the puck comes right in front. Collins gets a shot off, but the buzzer sounded. They did what they wanted to do, but the buzzer sounded before they really had a chance. Vardy made the save anyway, and it's 1-0 Massena at the end of 1 period of play. Our broadcast on WMSA tonight brought to you, as it has been all season, by North Country Sports, 51 Main Street, downtown Massena, by Cheney Tire, 330 East Orba Street, Massena. Let's see here. Let me pick them up if I can. Jeff Fox is one, and I think Rob Johnson's the other. Massena coming out with a Jake Morris line. No, is that Rouette? Yeah, I guess it is Rouette. Off the face-off. Here's Sebastian Bergeron. Bergeron flips it ahead to Jake. He's upended, and the puck picked up by Rouette. He's going to dump it down the ice. Into the Massena zone it goes. Picked up there by Jason Labarge. And Labarge stops it and leaves it for Jake Morris. And Morris starts out from Massena. Here comes Morris building up the head of steam. Busts in the zone, goes right by Rouette. Takes it in behind the net, looks to set it up in the corner. Here's Jake now, flipping it to Cameron. A little bit too far for him. Picked up by Lawless. He moves it out to center ice. Here comes Lawless, busting into the Massena zone. Offsides will be the call as he dropped it back to McCaffrey. And I think Lawless had a pretty good opportunity to continue on his own, but he dropped it back, and that caused the offside.
I'm sure Neil Rouette is going to go to the bench and say to Coach, I think they got a ballistic missile out there because Jake Morris just blew by him. Wow.
Face-off outside. 15 seconds left to go in the Massena power play. Out to take the draw now will be Aaron Heath. Off the face-off. The puck comes right in front of the penalty box, picked up by Jeff Fox. Fox, he's not real tall, but he's solid. He's a good-sized kid, and he can skate. Here's Barkley ahead to Bergeron. Bergeron tries to go to Morris, knocked down, bouncing back to the Massena zone. Penalty is up, and we're back to even Steven. Barkley's head man goes off a leg and bounces up into the Massena bench. and the faceoff will come just inside Massena territory with 13:59 remaining in period number 2. And on the Bob Post State Farm Insurance scoreboard, it's 1-0 for the Raiders.
I know one Raider that'll agree with you about Fox being strong, and that's Sebastian Bergeron, because Mr. Fox just railed him right down in front of us and put Sebastian right on his backside.
Tyler Held out there to take the faceoff against Jason Chilton. Off the draw, Todd Collins, head man of Chile. Here's Chilton now taking it in on the right side. Chilton takes it deep, now stops, goes back to the point. Todd Collins, he winds it up. His shot, the save by Vardy. Bouncing puck goes into the corner. Picked up there and flipped down the ice by Darren McMahon. Back after it is Brian Levac. He stops, flips by a check, gets the puck knocked away. It bounces right back to him, though. Takes it in front of the net and flips it ahead for Whitcup. Here comes Bobby down the right wing side. He just dumps it inside Sir Robert Borden territory. Vardy leaves it in behind. Eddie Davis pokes it into the corner, but picking it up there is McMahon. His headman pass doesn't get out. Whitcup. Here's Whitcup going by McMahon in the corner now, looking to set it up right in front. Knocked down. Here's Chilton's shot. Big save by Vardy again. Chilton from point-blank range, and Vardy stopped him. Now the puck winds around the boards. Pinching in at the point is Jason LaBarge. Goes to Whitcup. Whitcup backhands it in the corner, but Jeff Fox is there to pick it up, and he dumps it down the ice. That'll be an icing call against Sir Robert Borden and move the faceoff back inside their territory. 12:55 left, and it's still 1-0 Massena on the Bob Post State Farm Insurance scoreboard.
Brian Levac, the Raiders' fine defenseman, got hurt on that last play, Jerry, as he had beaten 2 forecheckers and made a great pass up the ice. Number 19, Tyler Held, ran into him, and Brian went off the ice in obvious pain, and we'll see if he comes back out in the next shift.
Off the faceoff, puck backhanded around the boards by Giannetti. Knocked away. Here's let's see, Madam Morris after it, and Trevor Cameron along the boards. Cameron jamming for it. The puck bounces free. Ziola moves it, doesn't get it out. Here's a shot taken from the point by Massena, and it goes to the side of the net. Massena trying to wrap it in. Kellison there banging at it, but it's covered up by Vardy. Good shot there by Jason LaBarge, but he missed wide.
And a smart job by number 2, Armando Giannetti, who, as you mentioned, realized that they were under pressure, and he tucked it into his goaltender so they'd get a face-off.
Cameron will face it off against Butler, left side. Off the draw, bouncing puck goes in the corner. Giannetti trying to move it. Kellison throws a check. The puck bounces to the blue line out to center ice. Adam Morris flips it ahead for Trevor Cameron. Here's Cameron across the blue line. Looking to pass it. Goes to Morris, and he tries to slide it through, but it's poked away by Butler. Butler looks to move it out to center ice. Flipping it on the wing for Ziola. Ziola and LaBarge go together. Puck goes in the corner. LaBarge throws a check, trying to move it ahead. Jams at it. The puck still bouncing. Finally comes whistling around the boards to Freddie Kellison, and Kellison moves it out to center ice. Here's Kellison's headman. Goes to Adam Morris. He just deflects it in the zone. Picked up there by Rob Johnson. Loses to Morris. Morris to Trevor Cameron. To Morris right in front. Kellison shot. Score! And Massena goes up 2-0. What a three-way passing play that was, huh?
Outstanding, outstanding. Adam Morris started it by great forechecking. Caused the giveaway by the Sir Robert Borden defenseman. Trevor Cameron picked up the loose puck to the right of Vardy and went down and looked up, and he found Freddie Kellison on the left side. He threaded a pass across the crease area, and Freddie Kellison, standing about 10 feet off the crease, just rifled it up over Vardy's shoulder. Great forechecking by Adam Morris, and a great pass by Trevor Cameron, and a good finish off by Freddie Kellison.
So Kellison gets the goal, Massena's second goal, and here comes the Raiders in front. Chris, shot, nice save, Vardy. Morris, the rebound, another save by Vardy. Oh, Massena putting some pressure on there, and Vardy standing tall, and what a great save. Puck in behind the net now. It's Sebastian Bergeron flipping to Cameron, steps in front to Bergeron, backhander. He fired it just wide, and the puck whistles around the boards. Now it comes in the corner, back to the point, the shot, another save by Vardy. Boy, he has been busy. Back to the point. Aldis can't keep it in that time. He drops it, and Collins loses it in his own end. The puck comes to Lawless in behind the net. He's going to try to center it right in front, but it bounces into the corner. After it there is Batley. Aldis takes him out of the play. Coming in after it is Lawless, has it taken away. Collins, he loses it side of the net. They bang at it, comes in behind again and whistles in the corner. Collins will pick it up again, move it out to center ice. Cameron to Jake. Here comes Jake trying to slide through. He's taken out of the play. The puck comes right in on Vardy, and he's going to cover up for the faceoff. He's got big number 20 looming over him, Chris Cameron, and he holds on.
Chris Cameron almost made it 3-0 just after that second goal. The puck's in the Sir Robert Borden end. Good forechecking, and Chris Cameron read what the defenseman was going to do. He tried to throw a pass across to his defensive partner. Chris Cameron stepped in and walked right in on top of Vardy, but Ofer Vardy was equal to the task and came up big.
He's a good goalie, I'll tell you. Chilton will take the faceoff and wins it back to LaBarge. Jason flips in the corner. Goes around the boards. Bobby Whitcup going after it. He gets tied up by Giannetti, but he pokes it away. Here's Whitcup at the blue line. Goes to Levac, who flips it in the corner. Intercepted there, and out to center ice it comes to the Massena line. Jason LaBarge circling back to pick it up. Here's LaBarge now, looking ahead man Whitcup. Whitcup hits the streaking Chilton. He busts in the zone. His drop pass goes to Whitcup. Bobby takes it in the corner. Looks to set it up. He's got Chilton in front. Centers it. Shot. Save made by Vardy. And we'll have a face-off. Nice pass by Whitcup.
You talk about knowing your line mates. Bobby Whitcup hit Jason Chilton on the fly. Jason gained the zone and drew the defenseman with him, and then banked one off the dasher boards to look like no one was there, but he knew that Bobby Whitcup would trail on the play. Just a very heads-up play by Jason Chilton and Bobby Whitcup.
Raiders lead it 2-0 on the Bob Post State Farm Insurance scoreboard. Puck in the circle. Bounces back to the blue line. Collins steps into it, takes it in the corner, goes to Whitcup, who's at the point now. He slides it over, kept in nicely by Barkley. His shot knocked down in front. The rebound, Collins, and the save made. Collins picks it up again, another backhander. He fires it wide. Oh, he'd like to have that one back. Now here's Eddie Davis, back to the point. Barkley at the point. The drive is deflected in front. It comes to Chilton, centering to Whitcup, goes off a leg. In behind the net, here's Chili, jamming for it. He's going to go back to Barkley at the point, on the fly. His shot deflected. Oh, just wide. Here's Chili in behind, has it taken away. And finally, it's picked up on the wing by McMahon. Can't clear the zone. It comes to Chilton, gets a shot off. McMahon knocks it down again, and Barkley can't get it, and it's out to center ice. Now here comes Darren McMahon flipping it free, but it's knocked down, and out to center ice it comes Whitcup. He's got Chilton trailing. Whitcup takes it across. Chili follows. He drops it to Chilton. Chilton in the corner. Massena wants to make a change here. Chilton trying to flip it through, gets tied up. And coming in is Adam Morris. We got a whistle, and we're going to have a penalty against Sir Robert. No, against Massena, I guess.
Yeah, I think Chili felt he was being held, and possibly was, but the official didn't agree with that. And when he broke away from the player, he kind of popped him with his stick. So he's going to give him a roughing penalty, and Sir Robert Borden will go on the power play. I'll tell you, the frenzy around in front of the Sir Robert Borden net, it was like a lottery ticket window when the lottery's up to $70 million, Jerry. They were just buzzing around all kinds of pressure, but Ofer Vardy really looks impressive. That second goal at the Raiders is seventh of the year, Freddie Kellison from Trevor Cameron and Adam Morris.
Here comes Sir Robert Borden on the power play. The shot. Cullen makes the save and gloves it over behind the net. Nice save. Levac winds it up and flips it down the ice. Big save by Cullen right there on the shot by John Lawless. That was a good shot. In behind the net now, Borden on the power play. Massena's got Trevor Cameron and Adam Morris out there to attempt to kill it off. Levac and Aldous. Here comes Andy Butler across the blue line, winds it up. It's gloved by Cullen. He's going to hold on. No, he doesn't. He plays it in behind the net. Now wraps it around. Around the boards it comes and out to center ice. Picked up there by Cliff Schultz. He's going to drop it on the other side to Giannetti. Giannetti back to Schultz. And Borden trying to move it back to the blue line of Massena. Picked up there by Ziola. Ziola flipping it across to Lawless. Lawless poked away back out to center ice. And it's bouncing along the blue line now. Back in the zone it goes. Off the stick is Schultz. In behind the net, Aldous with it. Ooh, he gets checked in the board. Stays with it though. Rips it around the boards. Comes back to the point. Here's the shot high over the net. Whistling around on the other side. It comes to Giannetti. Taking it in the corner. 18 seconds left. Flips it right in front. They jam at it. Picked up by the Raiders though. Bouncing puck out to center ice. Picked up there by Schultz. Trying to move it back in the zone. They take it across. And offsides, or too many men on the ice. There's a whistle of some sort. And I don't know what the call was.
I'll tell you, you talk about the old sandwich job. Chris Aldous had the sandwich job put on him. Number 10, Andy Butler, and number 34, Jeff Ziola, just creamed him behind the net. First one, then the other. But you mentioned Dougie Cullen, big save, and that was an outstanding save.
Off the face-off, about 6 seconds left. Jake wins it, goes to Cameron. Here comes Chris, goes right by the defenseman. Cameron busting in on the right side. He stops, looks, trying to go back to the point, flips it in the corner instead. And the penalty has elapsed, and Massena's back to full strength. Puck around the boards, out to center ice, comes to Labarge, who goes to Barkley. Barkley flips ahead for Jake Morris, goes to Cameron. Offsides, but Cameron flips it to Bergeron. Backhander, save, the rebound in the net. I guess he made the save. Looked like it was going in the net, but
I think
Vardy pounced on it.
I don't think it would have counted
No,
anyway. He kicked it in. Yeah, Chris Cameron couldn't get the stick down. The defenseman had him tied up, so he just brought the skate up and redirected it. But I don't think it went in anyway, Jerry.
Okay. It wasn't offsides even before that, though. 8:17 remaining in the second period on the Bob Post State Farm Insurance scoreboard. 2-0 Massena off the draw. Cameron gets by the D, gets a shot off. It's deflected up into the wall. And again, Chris Cameron's so hard to stop.
He is, and we mentioned that brother Trevor might be number one in the league or in the top five, and Chris has got to also be in the top five to knock down, especially in that slot area.
Off the face-off, the puck comes to Cameron again, flips it through to Jake. Jake to Cameron in front, can't get the shot off. He's tied up, comes back to the point. Barkley winds it up, deflected in front. Jake can't get the shot off again. What a chance for Massena. And now back the other way comes Josh Batley. Batley takes it across in the Massena zone, has it poked away, and Cameron comes up with a good job by Barkley. Here comes Chris down the right wing side. Chris takes it across, flips it free in front. Here's Adam Moore, or Jason Labarge, rather. Labarge circles, couldn't get the shot off, drops it to Bergeron in the corner. Centering pass, Cameron gets upended, and the puck comes free. And back the other way comes Sir Robert Borden's Alan Mason. He drops it in the middle, and the puck bounces in the corner by everybody. Barkley throws a check, and it's dumped in behind the net. Jason Labarge after it from Massena. Labarge kicks it away from traffic, looking to headman. Bergeron trying to chase it down after Morris got a stick on it. Massena's going to make a line change right now. In behind the net. Raiders lead it 2-0 now. The puck bouncing to the blue line. Tayo steps in front of it. Mark with the puck now. Back to the point. Collins winds. His shot deflected. Oh, what a save by Vardy on the deflection. In the corner, Tayo flipping it to Whitcup. Whitcup trying to center it. His shot is wide. And Massena's got a delay power. I should say Robert Borden's got a delay penalty in front. Davis misses. Whitcup fans on the shot but stays with it. Here's Whitcup centering Davis. His shot, he fires it wide. And Vardy covers up on it. And again, the feeding frenzy in front of the Sir Robert Borden net.
Again, in that Eddie Davis, we mentioned tough luck, and up in Plattsburgh the other night, he had several like that. He gets in that slot point, he gets it on a stick and gets it away in a hurry. He just ripped that one right off the bat, just wide of the right of Vardy, just off the post. One of these days, he's going to get on a hot streak and start filling that net. But Bobby Whitcup also did a great job on a deflection, picked it out of the air, and Vardy had to come up with a great save.
Tyler Held getting the penalty, charging the call. Have to confess I didn't see it.
I didn't either, Jerry.
Jake Morris will take the face-off as he and Bergeron and Cameron come back out. Labarge on defense along with Aaron Barkley. Here's Bergeron in the corner, flipping it to Cameron in behind. Chris with it, circling in the corner left side, back to the point. Barkley, Aaron. Flips it to Jake in the corner. Jake takes it in front. His shot is blocked by the defenseman. The bouncing puck in the circle. The shot right on Bergeron, but the goaltender Vardy pokes it away at the last second. Puck comes free to Bergeron in the corner. Sharp angle shot. Saved Vardy. Bouncing puck in front. Cameron hits the goal post, or Vardy may have kicked his toe in front of it. Puck in the corner now. Hard check thrown as Bergeron picks up the loose puck. Has it knocked away. He falls down. And finally, it's Lawless with it. He's just going to try to get it out. Barkley keeps it in. Flips it over to Jake Morris. Morris with it. Goes to Labarge. Here's Jason at the blue line now. Taking it to the middle. Goes to Barkley on the fly. Nice save made by Vardy. Now the puck comes side of the net. We have a whistle and a hooking call against Sir Robert Borden behind the net. And the Raiders will have two-man advantage here for 40 seconds. And you think the feeding frenzy has been bad. Wait till it starts now.
Oh, boy, they're just really buzzing around that Sir Robert Borden net. And a great job that time by Aaron Barkley, keeping it in the zone and then finding the open man that started that whole scenario. And then the puck, the shot came from the point, came rebound back out to the point, and slid back over to Aaron Barkley, and he one-timed one, and Vardy made an outstanding save.
It was a heck of a shot. Off the face-off, bouncing puck goes down the ice. So Massena will have to regroup here with about 30 seconds left in the two-man advantage. In behind the net is Trevor Cameron. And Cameron starts it out. Cameron with Morris and Whitcup, Collins and Levac. Here's Cameron dropping it. Gets it back again from Whitcup. Trevor to Whitcup in the front. His shot, save made. The rebound goes wide in the corner. Good save by Vardy. Boy, is he quick with those pads. Back to the point. 12 seconds left in the first penalty. Collins, Cameron shot, save Vardy. Rebound Whitcup. He can't get the shot off. 5 seconds left. Goes back to the point. Levac cranks it up. His shot to save Vardy. Puck sits in front. They jam, and it's fired high and wide. And there's a man back out on the ice. It comes in behind the net to Whitcup. Trying to go to Adam Morris. Morris centers it. It's knocked down. Comes right back to him in front. Here's Adam, and Vardy bangs and jumps on top of it for the face-off. And we'll have a draw inside Sir Robert Borden territory with 5:04 left in the second period. Massena leading it 2-0 on the Bob Post State Farm Insurance scoreboard.
Just some great puck movement by the Raiders. Todd Collins and Brian Levac just announced Trevor Cameron and Adam Morris and Bobby Whitcup. They had the two-man advantage, but they moved the puck crisply, and they knew where each one of their mates were. Just an outstanding puck movement job.
Face-off right side. Jake Morris wins the draw to Bergeron. Bergeron, Massena still in the power play, takes it in the corner. Here's Bergeron in behind the net. Goes over to Cameron in the corner. Cameron to Jake at the 45. Back to the point, Barkley. Aaron fakes the shot, goes to Jake. Jake to Cameron. Cameron steps out, back to Barkley at the point. He winds it. His shot right on the save. Vardy, puck sits side of the net. Morris has his stick tied up. He gets a foot on it and falls down, gets up, slides it free, and it's dumped to the blue line and bounces off a leg down the ice. That's one thing Sir Robert Borden is good at, tying up the sticks. Here comes Barkley with it on the pass from Jason Labarge. Goes to Bergeron. He waved at it, goes by him, and is picked up by Jeff Fox. Fox moves it out to center ice. Back in the zone, Cameron. Oops, they missed another offsides. Here comes Cameron, flipping it to Jake in the corner, goes by him. Picked up by Giannetti, who rides it around the boards. Bergeron, penalty is up. So we're back to 5-on-5. Bergeron in the other corner for Jake. Jake goes back to the point. Labarge the shot. Nice save. Rebound, Jake in front. Shot, score! Right through goaltender Vardy's legs, and Massena goes up 3-0. And that was just bound to happen eventually.
But I agree with you, Jerry. The officials did miss an offside, and the Raiders gained the zone with that, and that's what started the whole scenario. That should have been an offside, and possibly that goal not counting. But Vardy made several great saves, and Jake Morris finally drilled one right between the 5-hole from about 35 feet out. He just smoked one between the legs.
3-0 Massena on the Bob Post State Farm Insurance scoreboard. Here's Collins to Levac. Backhand, ahead it goes to Trevor Cameron. Cameron takes it across. Drop pass, Kellison, his shot, the save. Vardy clears it to the point. Kept in there, Kellison again. Feeds it in front, Trevor Cameron, shot, save. Another save by Vardy. Oh boy, are they putting some pressure on. And Vardy just had 3 saves in that little flurry. And with 3:41 remaining in the second period, Raiders continue to lead it 3-0. It could be a lot worse with an average goaltender in there.
I'll tell you, who's ever down in the penalty timekeeper's box keeping stats, got to have a couple pencils.
Here's a shot and another save by Vardy on Adam Morris. Kellison in the corner, trying to come up with it. Flips it. Back to Cameron. Trevor stick handling it. Takes it in the corner. Stick handles by 1, by 2. Here's Cameron centering it. It goes off a leg in behind the net to Kellison. Kellison now in the corner, gets upended but stays with it and tries to flip it back. Comes to the blue line and it's knocked out to center ice. To the Massena line. Todd Collins is there circling, looking up. He's going to move it. Here's Collins, head man to Adam Morris. It goes just by him. Racing in the corner after it is Fox, but Morris is there to steal it from him. Here's Adam with it. Looks to center right in front, Whitcup, and he couldn't get the shot off. Beautiful pass by Adam Morris. Puck poked away. Adams after it again, trying to flip it free, but Ruel is there, fleeting it ahead. Into the zone at Schultz, but offsides. Well, they don't miss the offsides on this end, David.
I'll tell you, Adam Morris has had a great season. He got off, he's got 18 goals, 11 assists, but this past 6-7 games, he has really brought his game up a notch. He's playing both ends of the ice outstandingly, and he's not visiting that sin bin as much as he used to, and you can't be productive in there, and his game is really starting to blossom.
Off the face-off, Bobby Whitcup on the pass from Labarge. Whitcup looks to feed it ahead, but it's intercepted, and into the zone, poked right back out to center ice again. Chili after it there, kicks it to the blue line of the Blues. But back out to center ice it comes. To the Massena line now. Aldis, head man, goes to Eddie Davis, gets away from him. Right back in the zone. That's going to be no. They wave the icing off, and it comes to Ron Johnson. Johnson rides it around the boards. Whitcup back to the point. LaBarge, nice job to keep it in. Feeds Whitcup. Whitcup takes it by the check. Here's Bobby in the corner. Looks to center. Bounces off a leg. Right on. And Ofer Vardy makes the save. Chilton may have gotten a stick on that as well.
Again, a good job by the Raider defense. Jason LaBarge keeping it in the zone, and then all hang breaks loose after that. And I think Ofer Vardy, every chance he gets, just to give himself a breather and his teammates, he's going to try to hold on and get a whistle down there. But I'd be interested to see what the shot totals are at the end of this period, Jerry.
Held's line out there, Held, Heath, and McMahon. And it's going to be the Jake Morris line for the Massena Red Raiders. Raiders lead 3-0 on the ball post. State Farm Insurance, Sebastian, the shot and the save. Hit him right in the face, I think. Bergeron digs it out of the corner to Chris Cameron, goes back to the point. Here's Aldis with it. Trying to flip it free. It's knocked down and bounces to Bergeron. Here's Bergeron circling, looking. Slides it through, has it knocked away, and here's an opportunity on the breakaway for Tyler Held. He breaks in on Cullen, the shot, nice save by Cullen. Big save by Doug Cullen as he stays with it. The puck comes to Cameron and Jake, and Massena's right back the other way. 3-on-2, here comes Jake, right by the D, takes it in front, and the save, the rebound. Oh, hit the goalpost by Cameron. Cameron in the corner pokes at it. Oh, that's LaBarge, I should say. And the puck comes bouncing free. Back to the blue line. Out to... No, it doesn't make it to center ice. Here's Jake with it again. Centers it. Knocked down in front. And back the other way. Does it get out to center ice? It does. And they're just going to dump it. I think they're tired. Puck bouncing in the corner. And Cullen clears it around the boards himself. Puck bouncing around. Comes to the side of the net. LaBarge feeds it in behind. And Bergeron flips it right back to Jason, and LaBarge starts it out. So Cullen has not been tested, but he had one chance, and he made a great save. He stayed right with it. Here comes LaBarge in the zone. He's got Cameron, feeds him in the circle. Cameron circling the circle, centering it in front to Adam Morris. Morris kicks it in the corner, takes it in behind. He's got Cameron in front, goes back to the point. Here's, Barkley in the corner. Adam Morris. Morris has it poke checked away, and back the other way comes the Blues. Into the Massena zone. Sliding it in behind the net. It goes behind Ziola. He's taken out of the play. Trevor Cameron flips it ahead. Out it goes to center ice. And Adam Morris kind of overskates, but comes back for it. Feeds Cameron. Here comes Cameron. Has it poke checked away at the last second by Schultz. Schultz trying to move it out. Hard check thrown right below us. Ouch. And the puck comes just to the blue line. Cameron takes it away. Now loses it. Here's a chance in front for the Blues. We got a penalty on Massena, I believe, as Collins touches it. And the whistle blows. And with 16 seconds left, the Blues will go on the power play. And Massena leads it 3-0 on the Bob Post State Farm Insurance scoreboard.
You mentioned the great save by Dougie Cullen. Tyler Held in alone from the opposing blue line. A giveaway in the Raider zone. The Raider forward back in the point got, I won't say cute, but when you're in that situation, the Robert Borden forechecker took it away from him, walked in alone, and Dougie played it exactly. He came out to read. He came well out of his crease, and then as the forward came in, he backed in, and made the forward make the first move. And it was a good shot, but Dougie made a good toe save with the left pad.
And it's tough when you haven't been getting much action to stay with the game, but he certainly did.
A great save.
Yes. Batley and Chilton will face off. 15 seconds left. LaBarge cranks it around the boards. It gets to the blue line. Whitcup flipping it ahead for Chilton. Here comes Chili one-on-one. Breaks into the zone. Chilton can't get the shot up. Whitcup follows his shot. Score! Short-handed goal, Bobby Whitcup. And Massena goes up 4-0 with 3 seconds left in the second period. Bobby Whitcup.
And Bobby, we talked about him over in Plattsburgh the other night, not shooting the puck. There are times that you have to shoot the puck, and that time he wasn't looking, there wasn't anybody around anyway, but he just cranked one up on a rebound from about 30 feet out, and it was a low screamer, and Ofer Vardy had no chance. And I just said, those are really heartbreakers with 3 seconds. Boy, that really takes the starch out of you.
I saw Bobby before the game. I said, Bobby, shoot the puck tonight. He did. He scored a shorthanded goal, and the Raiders go to the locker room with a 4-0 lead, having scored 3 goals.
That could be, this unit could be playing on first unit on many clubs. They're scoring at a 1.3 points per game average.
Wow. We're about ready to go in the third period. Massena has 1:14 of penalty time to kill. Ofer Vardy in the nets to our right, and Doug Cullen in the nets to our left. And we're underway here in period number 3. Puck picked up there by Giannetti. flips it into the Massena zone. Here's an opportunity, the shot, and Cullen makes the save on the shot by Josh Batley. And the faceoff will come in the Massena zone. Jake Morris out there, along with Chris Cameron, Jason Labarge, and Aaron Barkley. Batley out there, as we mentioned, along with John Lawless and Alan Mason. And we got Giannetti at the point for one. We'll pick up the other as Giannetti has the puck, flips it over on the other side. Here's the drive, and that goes up into the wall, as a matter of fact, from the right point. I think that's Cliff Schultz back there on the point. I'm not sure, though. We'll have to wait and see.
Good job setting that one up by the Blues. They gained the face-off and put it, won the draw, brought it right back to Giannetti at the point, and he slid it over to his partner over on that side. I think that's Schultz, and he one-timed one.
He's checking his stick. He doesn't know how it got up in the air. Off the face-off, Massena dumps the puck. Down the ice it goes, and back after it is Giannetti. Armando Giannetti. He takes the puck from in behind his own net. Oh, he almost lost it to Jake, but he comes out to center ice. Headmans it all the way back in the Massena zone. They wave the icing off. I'll tell you what, it's got to be pretty clear cut for them to call icing. Barkley loses it. Here's the shot, and Cullen makes the save. Barkley a little bit of a giveaway in his own end. Now he's got the puck and dumps it out to center ice. Picked up there by Giannetti. He's got Cameron, but he flips it ahead into the Massena zone. Barkley in the corner now, flipping it ahead. Picked up by Batley. He's taken out of the play. Cameron there. Now Labarge. Labarge gets railed. Where's the puck? Labarge still has it in his skates. He flips to Chris Cameron. Cameron steps right in front of the net. He's going to lug it to center ice. He goes by everybody. Here comes Cameron 1-on-2. And he draws a trailer in Labarge. And Whitcup shot. Oh, nice save by Ofer Vardy. Bobby trying to get his second shorthanded. Now the penalty is up. Massena back to full strength. Here's a chance for Davis. Oh, he just got railed, but the puck goes to Cameron, who's still out there. Back to Whitcup at the point. Whitcup goes to Levac. He fakes the shot, rips it through to... Oh, boy, here's a shot by Davis just wide. Back to Collins at the point. His shot knocked down. Chilton, backhands it in the corner, and it's picked up there by Armando Giamatti. Riding it around the boards, not out. Here's Levac, flipping it right in front. Chilton feeds Davis. It goes between his legs in the corner. Picked up by Schultz, rides it around the boards and out to center ice, and they dump it down the ice. And that will be an icing call against the team from Sir Robert Borden. 13:01 remaining to play in period number 3. And on the Peach Jewelers scoreboard, Raiders continue to lead it 4-0.
First couple minutes of this third period, the Blues trying to lay the body on. Maybe they figure they can slow the Raiders down that way. They haven't been successful the first two periods, so... trying to throw a little bit of body work in here. We'll see if it's successful.
Face-off right side in the blue zone. In behind the net it goes. Off the stick of Butler out there now for the face-off. Pitching in is Aldis, flipping it in behind the net. That's Rouette taking it. Rouette rides it around the boards to the blue line. Not out. Kept in by Chilton, forechecking. Here's Chile circling. Centering pass goes right by Davis in the corner. Whitcup after it. Back to the point. Labarge flips it in front. Chilton shot. Save. Rebound. Chilton. He waved at it. Trying to get it again, but he's tied up. And the puck comes in the corner. Bounce back to the blue line, and down the ice it goes. They wave the icing off, and it comes to Aldis. Chris with it. Backhands it around the boards for Jason Labarge to Eddie Davis. Davis back to Labarge. Labarge moves it out. Feeds it ahead for Chile. Chile moving it along the boards and dumping it. And Massena wants a line change. In behind the net now. Giannetti moves it out. Dumps it high in the air. That's got to be an icing call. It is. And the faceoff will move back inside the blue zone with 12:04 left in the third period. Beginning to look like it's going to be the anticipated Massena-Albany Academy battle tomorrow for the championship.
Should be a good one. That unit of Jason Chilton, Bobby Whitcup, and Eddie Davis, when they get on a roll forechecking, I'll tell you, they just create havoc for the opposition, and they just had another good shift that last one, Jerry. They had several good opportunities.
Here's Cameron's line. Puck in the corner. After it is Kellison. Gets away from him. Giannetti flipping it around the boards. Pinching in at the corner is Barkley. Can't control it, and it's out to center ice all the way down to the Massena line. And it's right back to the Blues line. Right back. No, stolen by Kellison. Takes it across, gets by the check. He's got Morris trying to feed him. Knocked down in front. And picked up and dumped down the ice by the Blues again. And icing will be the call. And Blues just content to dump and chase now.
Well, they were out coming off the bus late. I don't think they've got the legs that Massena has anyway, Jerry. And I'm sure that under the pressure that they've been under the first two periods, they're probably running out of gas at this stage.
Trevor Cameron will take the face-off left side of goaltender Ofer Barty. 4-0 Massena on the Pete scoreboard. Cameron against Butler. They drop the puck. It comes into the corner to Giannetti. Rides it around the boards, kept in by Barkley. Centers to Kellison, gets a weak shot off. It's blocked, comes in front Cameron, and he couldn't get it. It was poked away, and out to center ice it comes. Here's a 2-on-1. Josh Batley's going to shoot. Glove save and a dandy by goaltender Cullen, and he holds on for the face-off.
Oh, a dandy save is right. The Blues breaking out of their own end. The Raider defenseman pinched down and wasn't successful. And number 20, Josh Batley, picked up the puck and created a 2-on-1. He used his line mate as a decoy, and he came in from about 35 feet out to Dougie Cullen's right, and he really screamed one to the glove side, and Dougie, a quick hand, beautiful save.
Face-off right side in the Massena zone. Off the draw. Puck comes in behind to Jason LaBarge. LaBarge loses it in front, short side shot, they score! No, the red light came on.
That's outside. But
it was on the back of the net.
Oh,
fooled
boy.
me.
Again, Jay, you cannot, that's that blind back pass. You just can't do that. Almost backfired.
Boy, I guess so. I thought it was in. So did the goal judge. Face-off moves outside, as we said. Off the draw, puck just inside the zone again. Into the Massena zone. Corner Schultz after it. Looks to center it. Taken away by Levac. He rides it in behind. Trying to chase it down. The puck sits there. Jake Morris after it. In the corner. Morris flips it ahead. Goes back to the point. Kept in at the point. Then knocked down by Brian Levac. Flipping it ahead for Chris Cameron. Here comes Cameron. Busting by the defense. Takes it in front. Gets hauled down. And the puck in the corner to Jake Morris. The shot out front blocked. Morris has it poked away, and Cameron is down on the ice, and he just got hauled down. And Chris is holding,
I'm not sure if it's a groin injury or what, Jerry, but he's in a little bit of discomfort. Raiders came out of the zone. A good pass by Brian Levac. They caught the Blues trying to put on a little pressure, and Brian Levac, a great headman pass up to Chris Cameron on the right side, and he busted down that right side, cut into the middle, and the defenseman from the far side, weak side, came across to pinch upon him. And a lot of forwards would see that coming and go the other way. He didn't. He just went right into the flow of things, and it was kind of like a sandwich. And they kind of spun him around, and he went to the boards. And I'm not sure if he might have pulled a groin or not, but Coach Tim Long is out there. He's up on his feet, and he's skating to the bench under his own power. So that's good news.
Ouch. He's okay.
It might have.
He's a tough cookie.
Yeah, he's a tough cookie. He might have just stretched that groin a little bit as he got spun around. But number 4 is in the penalty box. Rob Johnson will pick up the penalty for the Blues.
Massena will go on the power play here with 10:43 remaining in the period. Third period, Massena leads at 4-0 on the Peach Jewelers scoreboard. And the Chilton line will get an opportunity here on the power play. Off the face-off, back to Collins at the point to Levac. Levac trying to flip it through. It's knocked down and dumped down the ice. And he was trying to go right down the slot, and it hit the defenseman's leg. And Levac is back in his own end. Here's Brian Levac. Long headman pass goes by everybody, but it's tipped on the way through. And Adam Morris chasing in. Vardy is in behind the net. Pokes it into the corner. Bouncing puck around the boards. Collins pinching in. Now Morris digging for it, gets tied up. The puck sits there. Collins drops it back to Levac at the point. Levac winding up his shot, fires it wide. Chile digs it out of the corner. Here's Chilton now going to Whitcup. Bobby with it. Circling back to the blue line. Levac to Whitcup at the 45. Massena setting it up, goes to Chilton. Chilton to Levac. Levac winds up, gets a shot. It's knocked down in front. And it's back to the blue line and out to center ice. Here's Levac again. He's going to skate it in the zone. Flips it in the corner. Puck rides around the boards. Picked up there by Fox. Fox, Collins pinching in. Pokes it in behind. Chile going after it there. Here's Chilton. Stepping by the check. He's got Whitcup in front. Deflected. Knocked down in front. Adam Morris bangs away at it. Now, he's going to be called for handling the puck, I think. No? What do they call?
Well, he's going to call that. I agree with you. I thought the initial call was that he handled the puck and dropped it to his feet. He actually batted it down, but they're having the face-off to the right of Vardy, so evidently he feel he just made the save. you know,
Okay.
he didn't. The puck was free, and Wayne Umel blew the whistle, but maybe he lost sight of it, Jerry.
That could be. That could be. Faceoff will be to the right side of Vardy. Off the draw. Jake wins it to Bergeron. Bergeron to Labarge. Skates across the blue line. Goes to Barkley. Adam in the corner to Jake. Back to Adam Barkley, or Aaron Barkley. Barkley shot. Saved by Vardy. Puck free in the front, but is cleared back down the ice by the defenseman Giannetti. Comes to Cullen now. He makes the stop side of the net. Not on at all. And Barkley leaves it for Jake. Here comes Jake now, building up the head of steam. Out to center ice. Here's Morris. Takes it across the blue line. Stick handling in the corner, setting up the power play. Back to Barkley. He's going to wind it up, deflected by Bergeron, and the save made. Now Labarge can't keep it in. Puck poked away. Delay offsides on Massena, but they clear it anyway, all the way down the ice. And the penalty has elapsed. We're down 8:46 left, third period. Massena continues to lead it on a 4-0 score. Here comes Chris Cameron. He's back out on the ice, which is good news. He flips it ahead to Jake, right back to Chris. Chris coming in right side, does the shift, takes it behind the net, circles, looks, circles. In the corner, it goes to Bergeron, back to Cameron, but it goes all the way back to the point. Labarge, stick handling it, takes it in right side, flips it right through the crease, comes a Cameron shot, save, rebound, score, Bergeron! And Sebastian finally gets his goal on the rebound of Chris Cameron's shot, and I do believe Jason Labarge will also pick up an assist, and Massena goes up 5-0.
No, you just can only stop so much pressure, and then the dam's going to burst. And they're all over Vardy. William, he's all kinds of pressure by this Raider club, and just constant pressure. And that time he made the initial save, but Sebastian Bergeron right out in front, 8-10 feet, picking up the loose puck and had Vardy down and just put it up over the top of him. But
so Bergeron getting the goal, and Massena goes up 5-0. Here comes Collins, stepping in front of a pass, takes it in the zone. Collins in the corner, looks to center, and it's intercepted. And Kellison keeps it in somehow, but now it's poked away from him out to center ice. Going down the ice, here's an opportunity for Batley. Batley shot, and that hit the cage, I believe, of Cullen, and he is down.
Yes, it did, Jerry. It did hit the cage. Really, Batley just drilled one from probably 25 feet, and it just was a screamer, and it jumped right up, and Dougie went down, but he's back up on his feet. But I'll tell you, that either the cage or the top of the helmet, boom, that was a real drive, and Coach Tim Long's out there going to check him out, and that's a good thing because that shot just jumped right up on him. It was a screamer by Batley. Wow. 7:54
remaining to play in period number 3. Massena up 5-0 here, scoring 1 in the first, 3 in the second, 1 more here in the third thus far. We're almost near the halfway point of the third period.
And I know Dougie'd like to stay in there and rack up another shutout, but Coach Tim Long's got to double check them. They've got 2 more goaltenders on the bench over there, and but boy, that Batley just really railed a shot, and it jumped right up, and as you said, either on the cage or the side of the helmet, and Dougie went down. He was stunned, and he's going to go to the
corner.
I thought he was going to go to the open of the gate, and he's just going to go for a skate. I guess he wants to stay in there.
Clear the cobwebs?
Yeah. Boy, oh boy.
I'll tell you, now you know why they wear those helmets and masks.
You know, our statistician, Joey White, a veteran defenseman himself, he and I were talking 2 periods, and he's really impressed with the Raider defense tonight, how well that they're playing. And they've played well all year long, but they're really moving the puck well tonight. And they love it. They're getting a feel. The forwards are really feeding that puck back there tonight. They're just cranking it up from the point.
I'll tell you, the times that Borden has had chances because the Massena defensemen are getting anxious up there. And, of course, you know, again, the feeding frenzy, as we mentioned. Oh, Morris just throws a check. The puck bounces free. Picked up again by Fox. Stolen. Adam trying to center it. It comes right in front, and it's knocked away at the last second by Ziola. Back out to center ice it comes. Into the zone. In the Massena corner now. They look to center. It comes right across the goal crease, and Cullen's going to flip it out to center ice. Past the halfway mark of the third period. Dumped right back in. Cullen. The shot comes from center ice, went wide, and it's in behind the net right in front. A giveaway by the Massena defense, but the puck bounced wide. And the check thrown by Morris. Trevor Cameron picks it up, flips it ahead, and there's a whistle. I think they're going to ride them both. And matching minors will be the call. Poor Adam. That time, I don't know if he deserved it, but he'll get the gate.
Yes, after the play gone up the ice, Adam, and I'm trying to pick up the number if it's Giametti or not. No, number 20, it's Batley that was the other combatant, and he and Adam will go to the box. A minute and a half, probably roughing. But I agree with you. Adam was an innocent spectator in that one, but Wayne Umel decided to run them both.
But Adam, he's really kept his composure the last few games, and he went right to the box, didn't say anything, and you got to give him credit. I'll tell you, he's a bigger help to his team like that than he is, if he gets excited over this kind of thing. You can't let it bother you. You serve your time, get back out there and score a goal, and that's what'll turn it around.
Only a sophomore, the only sophomore on this club, so that tells you something, what type of talent he has.
Oh, I guess so. Off the face-off, the puck goes back inside the blue territory. It's cleared around the boards by Ron Johnson and rides all the way out to center ice. Jason LaBarge banging it off the boards up to the blue line, knocked away. Comes back to the Massena line, and it's backhanded in the corner. Cullen's going to leave it for Aaron Barkley. Here's Barkley trying to ride it around the board. It's intercepted, comes back to the point, but Eddie Davis is there to deflect it and pick it up and take it out to center ice. Here's Davis, drop pass for Whitcup, takes it across, right side, back to the point. LaBarge to Barkley. He's got an hour and a half to shoot. He does and scores! Aaron Barkley, and he beat Vardy to the the stick side low, and Massena goes up 6-0.
Pass, the play started by Eddie Davis. He won't get an assist because there were 4 passes on the play, but gave it to Bobby Whitcup, who gained the zone, and Bobby, a little drop pass. It could have, Eddie Davis ran a screen on it also. He could have touched it, but he let it come back to Jason LaBarge, and he threw one over to Aaron Barkley, and you said Aaron had an hour and a half, but boy, he cranked it up, and he just blew it by Vardy in the Robert Borden net. Aaron Barkley got 2 the other night and another one tonight. Aaron cranked that one.
Aaron's developing quite a shot from that point. And that's a hard check thrown there on Aldis, but he flips it in the zone. Here's Bergeron to Chilton. Different combination. We're still 4-on-4. So we've seen power play shorthanded 4-on-4. The puck bounces free. Down the ice it comes. And Cullen way out of the net to play it, as the Borden player couldn't catch up with it. Here comes Chili back the other way. Takes it across. Jason Chilton in the corner now. He's got Bergeron breaking. Tries the center. Goes off a leg. Bergeron pokes it back to the point. Here's the drive. The save. The rebound in front. Bergeron can't get the stick as Levac got a bullet off, and Vardy made the save. Here's a shot from center ice. Cullen makes the save on that. It comes to Aldis. Aldis starts it out right side. Headman pass. Here comes Chilton. Chilton gets knocked off the puck but stays with it. Here's Chilton taking it in the zone. He drops it back to Levac. He winds it up and fires it wide. The penalties are up. Comes to Aldis. He drives it, fires it wide. Puck whistles around the boards. And it comes to Brian Levac at his own blue line. He kind of misfired on the shot. The bouncing puck out at center ice. Taken in the zone and offsides will be the call on the Blues.
Jerry, just a little quick math. It's probably wrong, but about 25 seconds shy of 175 minutes that the Raiders have gone without allowing the opposition to score a goal. That's just fantastic.
That's incredible, and they scored quite a few themselves on the way.
Boy, oh boy.
12-0, 12-0, 7-0, and 6-0 here. Jake Morris's line out now. 5:25 left. Off the face, it comes to Barkley. Barkley moves it ahead to Jake. Jake feeds Cameron. Cameron takes it, goes to Jake in front. It bounces. Comes to Adam Morris. Morris picking it up, centering it, and it's right across the goal mouth, but Jake couldn't get a stick on it. It's picked up in behind by Lawless. He rides it around the boards out to center ice. Here comes Batley with it. Batley and Barkley. Puck comes bouncing free, and Cameron picks it up as Barkley took his man out of the play. Here's Cameron flipping it ahead. Jake's going to come in all by himself. Morris right in front. Shot. Save. Rebound. Bounces in front. Nobody there. Now back the other way. Here comes Sir Robert Borden on the 2-on-1. Lawless is in. He's going to shoot, and he scores. And Cullen kind of let it go between his legs, and that breaks the shutout. 6-1 our score with 4:39 remaining in period number 3.
The Raider defenseman got caught again pinching down here, Jerry, as we talked about. In this feeding frenzy, that's easy to happen. And the Blues on a 2-on-1. And it really wasn't a good shot. It kind of fooled him, and I think that's what happened to Dougie. The defenseman got a piece of it, and right between the legs. He was expecting something a little harder. And Wayne Umel right there talking to Dougie to make sure that he was okay. I think he's still questioning that shot to the mask. No, maybe he's telling him to get the... he's telling
Mark Tayo to fix his helmet.
Just prior to that, you mentioned that Darren Barkley, a great defensive play on that previous rush by Robert Borden.
Stayed with a man, and again, that's so important. Brian Levac with a puck in his own end. Headman to Trevor Brown. Brown has it poked away, but Levac is there to move it out to center ice. Rouette steps in front of the pass, dumps it in the Massena zone. Cullen stops it in behind for Labarge. Labarge rips it around to Levac. Levac's pass knocked down in front. They jam, and the puck comes free in the corner. Poked away, bounces in behind for Mason. Mason has it taken away by Hewlett. Mike flips it ahead to Tayo. Mark starting out from Massena, the brown line as we mentioned. He has to turn around. He gets tied up there by Schultz. Puck comes in behind the net. They jam at it. And finally Labarge throws a check and takes the puck away. Here comes Jason Labarge now. Waiting for everybody to clear the zone. Not too much forechecking pressure that time by Sir Robert Borden. And Labarge just takes it across the red line, flips it in the zone. In behind the net now, Hewlett. Hewlett digging in the corner. Comes to Brown. Here's Trevor trying to center it. Oh, just behind Tayo. Back to the point. Labarge's shot is saved by Vardy. Puck side of the net. And we got a penalty on Sir Robert Borden, a hooking call against Andy Butler.
He might call him hooking or slashing, but he also could have called Mike Hewlett for holding because Mike had the Robert Borden player's stick right in his palm of his hand. But,
slashing.
It's a slashing call against Robert Borden. But as we mentioned, number 6, Cliff Schultz, I think, questioned the official about that. Said, "Hey, what about the other one?"
You could have been right.
You could have been right, and he was right. Mike Hewlett had hold of the Borden player's stick.
Jake Morris will be out there to take the face-off. Off the draw, back to the point it comes, bouncing around. Labarge stays with it, finally has it poked away. Comes back to the Massena line. Here's Jake with it. Jake circles by 1, circles by 2. Here comes Morris in the zone, setting up the power play. Back to the point to Barkley. Aaron drops it over on the other side. Jason Labarge. He fakes the shot, goes back to Barkley. Barkley to Jake in the circle. Left side of the goalie. Back it goes to Labarge. To Barkley. To Jake. Massena passing the puck around. Back to Barkley. Barkley in the corner to Jake. Jake goes to Chris Cameron. Here's Cameron circling out in front. Back to Barkley. Barkley goes to Cameron. Chris moving it around the horn. Finally has it poked away, but gets it back again. Here's Cameron. Cameron circles, takes it in front, trying to feed Jake. Here's Jake in the corner now. Drops it to Cameron. Cameron right in front. Jam! Bergeron scores!
I was just going to say, too much passing and not enough shooting, Jerry. They gained the zone and had complete control for about a minute inside, but they didn't get a shot until that last sequence. And Chris Cameron's favorite spot on that power play to the left of the goaltender, and he just stepped up above the goal line, and he found just across the crease Sebastian Bergeron. And again, they flopped those wings. You got a left shot playing the right side and a right shot playing the left side. So when you face the net, you've got the whole net because you're on your forehand. And he slid it across, and Sebastian, even I could have put that one in.
Sebastian, that's his second goal of the game. And here comes Sir Robert Borden across the blue line. Batley, his pass intercepted by Aldis. Massena breaking the other way. Here comes Trevor Brown, busting in on the right wing side. Looks to center it. Nobody there for Massena. It's intercepted. And back the other way comes Sir Robert Borden out to center ice. Collins flipping it ahead for Hewlett. Across the blue line it goes. Intercepted there by Batley. Batley moves it ahead on the wing. Can't get it out of the zone. And it's intercepted by Tayo. Bounces over his stick. He stays with it. And it comes to Trevor Brown. Here's Brown, muscling his way side of that, takes it behind, looking for Hewlett. He's knocked down. Puck comes free. Hewlett throws a check, and it bounces to Batley, and he moves it out to center ice. Here's Batley now, going by Aldis. Batley, but Aldis ties him up, just enough to stop him, and Tayo comes back to help out. Here's Mark Tayo now, moving it ahead. to the blue line, but not out. Slides right in front of the net, but right there is Collins to cover up. He starts out. He says, enough of this. I'll try to get it out myself. He gets knocked down, and now he gloves it out to center ice. Minute and a half left to play here. Puck comes into the Massena zone again and in behind the net. After this, Collins. We got a penalty.
Oh, yeah. Well, we talk about being low-bridged. I think Dougie's going to pick this one up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the Robert Borden player, I think it's Ryan Jordan, was forechecking. He was going like a streaking comet by the net, trying to get at the Raider defenseman. As he went by Dougie, Dougie got the arm out there, either the elbow, and he just low-bridged the Sir Robert Borden player. And just, ouch, I felt that one up here. And George Dobbins right on the spot. Didn't waste any time, went right to the bench, said, Coach, you got to find somebody in the box for your goaltender.
7-1, Massena leading. Minute 26 left to play in the third period. Trevor Cameron will take the face-off as he attempts to kill it, wins the draw and kicks it into the corner. Now it's picked up there by Jeff Fox. Fox in the corner, left side of Cullen, looks to center, goes all the way back to the point. Here's the drive, deflects off a leg, comes over on the other side, poked away by Cameron, into the corner it goes again. Oh boy, Levac just throws a check, knocks the puck down, knocks the player down, the puck bouncing around, they get up, and trying to get it free is McMahon. He centers a shot, score! And Sir Robert Borden scores a power play goal to make it 7-2 as the puck came out in front.
And an excellent job by number 5, Darren McMahon. He was nailed in the corner. Brian Levac threw him like a rag doll, but he got back up and shed another Raider check, and he was able to throw the puck out in front. And the Borden forward looked to me like he was pretty well tied up by the other Raider defenseman, but somehow he worked himself loose and redirected it by Dougie Cullen. Great second effort by this club, and they were down 7-1, badly outplayed, but they haven't stopped really hustling, Jerry.
59 seconds left to play in the third period. 7-2 Massena. And coming out will be Held's line. Held out there with McMahon and Aaron Heath. Trevor Brown's line out from Massena. Off the draw, the puck comes to the Massena line. Aldis to Kenny Smith. Smith, head man to Trevor Brown. Brown kind of overskates, then picks it up and flips it in the Borden zone. Picked up there by Giannetti. The defenseman, he circles right in front of his own net and then flips it ahead. McMahon moves it, doesn't get it out. Tayo stays with it, now it bounces to McMahon. Here's McMahon, 40 seconds left, flips it in the Massena zone. Aldis comes after it. In behind the net now. He's going to drop it for Mike Hewlett. Hewlett kind of overskates it. It pokes free behind to Aldis, and he just rides it. Around the boards, bounce pass to Tayo. Mark trying to get it out of the zone, kept in at the point, bouncing around. Where is it? Along the boards to the blue line, they jam for it, comes free to Trevor Brown. Here's Brown, circling, moving it, dumping it. That'll be an icing call on Massena with 11, no, make that 12 seconds remaining. So it's going to be the Raiders and the Cadets in the championship game. Of course, that's the game that everybody's been waiting for.
We expected it, and we're going to get it, and it should be a good one. That second Borden goal was by number 11, Aaron Heath, with number 19, Tyler Held, and number 5, Darren McMahon, picking up assist. And McMahon really did an outstanding job in the corner.
Trevor Brown will face off with 12 seconds left. Face off in the Massena zone. Josh Batley will be the forward taking the face off for Sir Robert Borden. We'll be on the air about 3:45 tomorrow afternoon with a championship game. We certainly hope you can join us here at the arena. If not, here's John Paul Beauvert, recipient of a check as the puck bounces in front. It comes to Hewlett, and that's the game. And Manning just got railed by a Sir Robert Borden player. Todd's trying to go after him, but the official is keeping him away. That's
I think
Wade
it's
Hummel.
Batley. Yeah, I think the other player is Batley, if I'm not mistaken.
He took a shot at Manning, and Todd's only his first shift on the ice. And
yeah, and I think possibly Todd is not such an innocent. I think he railed the Borden player just at the blue line over there, and then continued on into the play. So I think it's 6 of one, a half a dozen the other. In fact, they had their two twin towers out there. He and John Paul Beauvert. There's a couple of big ones, and Todd likes to throw the lumber on, and he started at the gate. gave the Borden player a check, and then the Borden player retaliated. But as you mentioned, Wayne Humel using good judgment.
Keeping it right out of there.
Right out
So
of there.
a 7-2 final for the Massena Red Raiders. They go to the championship against Albany Academy. Stay tuned for the post-game show on WMSA.